you ever wondered if your choices are truly your own? In today's world, advertising doesn't just sell products, it quietly shapes what you want. You might think you're making independent decisions, but the reality is more subtle. Modern ads don't force you, they gently nudge you over and over until their suggestions feel like your own ideas. This video will reveal how advertising manipulates your spending, starting with the simple act of capturing your attention. Let's uncover how your desires are crafted, not chosen. Every time you scroll through your phone, pause on a post, or even hesitate for a second, you're giving away something valuable, your attention. Advertisers aren't just after your money, they want your focus. Each interaction becomes data, helping companies build a version of you that's easier to influence. The more you engage, the more they learn, and the more precise their influence becomes. Your attention is the real currency in the digital age, and advertisers are experts at capturing it. You might think ignoring an ad means it has no effect on you, but your brain registers every exposure even if you don't consciously notice. The same ad appears again and again, and soon it stops feeling new. This is the power of repetition. Familiarity starts to feel safe, and what was once just an image becomes something you trust. This subtle process is called the mere exposure effect, and it's one of advertising's most powerful tools. As you see the same ad repeatedly, your brain starts to accept it as part of your environment. The product or brand becomes familiar, and with familiarity comes a sense of safety. You might not even realize it, but you're more likely to trust and choose things you've seen before. This is why brands invest so much in making sure their ads are everywhere you look. It's not about immediate sales, it's about building comfort and trust over time. Advertising rarely tries to sell you a product directly, instead it sells you an emotional solution. Are you tired? The ad offers comfort. Feeling stressed? It promises relief. Lonely? It suggests connection. Insecure? It sells confidence. By targeting your emotions, ads make their products feel like answers to your problems. This emotional appeal is far more persuasive than any list of features or benefits. Even physical spaces like supermarkets are designed to influence your decisions. Shelf placement, lighting, scent, and music all work together to guide your movement and choices. You might think you're shopping freely, but every detail is carefully planned to encourage you to buy more. The environment itself becomes a silent salesperson, shaping your experience from the moment you walk in. Online, the influence is even more precise. Algorithms track what you view, what you hesitate on, and what you almost buy. This data is used to target you at your emotional weak points, late at night, during moments of boredom, or after a stressful day. The timing and content of ads are tailored to catch you when you're most likely to respond. It's a level of personalization that's both impressive and unsettling. Imagine Sarah, exhausted after a long day. She scrolls through her phone looking for a moment of distraction. Suddenly, she sees an ad for a glowing lamp in a perfectly styled room. The message isn't just about buying a lamp, it's about buying peace and comfort. In that tired moment, the ad feels like an answer to her needs. One tap, one purchase, and for a brief moment, she feels relief. Sarah's story is common. Advertisers know when you're vulnerable, and they use that knowledge to trigger emotional responses. The ad she saw wasn't random, it was designed to appear when she was most likely to need comfort. This emotional targeting makes spending feel like self-care, turning purchases into moments of relief rather than just transactions. After Sarah's purchase, the cycle doesn't end. Relief fades and new desires emerge. Advertising is designed to keep this cycle going: desire, purchase, relief, and then desire again. Over time, spending becomes less of a conscious choice and more of a reflex. The more often you repeat this cycle, the more automatic it becomes. What starts as a conscious decision gradually turns into a habit. The repetition of seeing ads, feeling desire, and making purchases rewires your brain. Soon, you find yourself buying things without much thought simply because it feels normal. This shift from choice to reflex is exactly what advertisers hope for. As spending becomes more automatic, people start to identify with their purchases. The things you own begin to shape how you see yourself. Brands and products become part of your identity, and advertisers are quick to reinforce this connection. The message is clear: you are what you buy. In a world shaped by advertising, status is often measured by what you own. Expensive gadgets, fashionable clothes, and trendy products become symbols of success. The pressure to keep up with others drives even more spending. Comparison becomes a constant part of life, fueled by ads that promise happiness just one purchase away. Advertising links happiness to buying. Every ad suggests that joy, comfort, or fulfillment is just one purchase away. This creates a sense of never-ending desire where happiness always seems just out of reach. The cycle of wanting and buying becomes a search for satisfaction that never truly ends. The most powerful trick of advertising is making you believe you're in control. Even when your choices are shaped by subtle influences, it feels like you're deciding for yourself. This illusion keeps you engaged and spending, all while advertisers pull the strings behind the scenes. The real question is whether advertising affects you, it's whether you notice when it does. Most people are unaware of how often their decisions are shaped by ads. Becoming aware is the first step toward regaining control over your choices. Awareness doesn't stop advertising's influence, but it does break the illusion of control. When you recognize how ads shape your desires, you can start to question your impulses. This self-awareness is the key to making more intentional choices. Advertising is built on decades of psychological research. Techniques like the mere exposure effect, emotional appeals, and social proof are all used to persuade you without you even realizing it. Understanding these methods can help you see through the manipulation. Algorithms play a huge role in modern advertising. They analyze your behavior, predict your needs, and deliver ads at the perfect moment. This technology makes advertising more effective and more invasive than ever before. Personalization is the new frontier of advertising. Every ad you see is tailored to your interests, habits, and even your mood. This makes the influence feel natural, as if the product was made just for you, but in reality, it's the result of sophisticated data analysis. Ads rarely tell you what to do, instead, they suggest, hint, and imply. This subtle approach is more effective because it feels less intrusive. You're more likely to act on a suggestion that feels like your own idea. Seeing others use or endorse a product makes you more likely to want it. This is called social proof, and it's a powerful tool in advertising. Reviews, testimonials, and influencer endorsements all tap into your desire to fit in and be accepted. Influencers play a big role in shaping what you buy. Their recommendations feel personal and trustworthy, making you more likely to follow their lead. Brands use this trust to reach you in ways traditional ads can't. Limited-time offers and exclusive deals create a sense of urgency. This scarcity principle makes you feel like you'll miss out if you don't act fast. It's another way advertising pushes you to spend without thinking. Every detail in an ad is carefully designed to catch your eye and hold your attention. Colors, fonts, images, and even sounds are chosen to create a specific emotional response. Good design makes ads more memorable and persuasive. Music isn't just background noise in ads, it's a tool for shaping your mood. The right song can make you feel happy, nostalgic, or excited, all of which make you more open to the ad's message. Sound is a powerful, often overlooked part of advertising. In physical stores, even scent is used to influence your behavior. Pleasant smells can make you feel relaxed and happy, encouraging you to spend more time and money in the store. It's another example of how advertising appeals to your senses. Lighting and product placement are key strategies in both physical and online stores. Bright lights highlight certain products, while strategic placement puts tempting items right in your path. These subtle cues guide your decisions without you even noticing. Colors in advertising aren't chosen at random. Each color triggers different emotions and associations. For example, red creates urgency while blue feels trustworthy. Advertisers use color psychology to make their messages more effective. Seeing the same message over and over makes it stick in your mind. This is why you remember jingles, slogans, and brand names even if you don't pay close attention. Repetition is a simple but powerful way to make advertising effective. Online shopping makes impulse buying easier than ever. With just a tap, you can buy almost anything instantly. Ads are designed to make this process as smooth and tempting as possible, reducing the time you have to think before you buy. Convenience is a major selling point in advertising. Fast shipping, easy returns, and one-click buying all make spending feel effortless. But this convenience comes at a cost. You're more likely to buy things you don't really need. Social media feeds are designed to keep you scrolling, exposing you to more ads with every swipe. The endless scroll means you're constantly being influenced, often without realizing it. The more time you spend online, the more ads you see, and the more likely you are to spend. Push notifications and reminders are another way advertisers keep you engaged. A simple alert can draw you back to an app or website where more ads await. These nudges are designed to feel helpful, but their real goal is to keep you spending. Over time, repeated exposure to ads and easy access to shopping create habits. You start to check your favorite stores or apps without thinking, and buying becomes part of your routine. These habits are hard to break, especially when they're reinforced by constant advertising. Advertising thrives on comparison. You're encouraged to compare yourself to others, measuring your worth by what you own. This culture of comparison drives more spending as you try to keep up with trends and appearances. No matter how much you buy, true satisfaction always seems just out of reach. Advertising keeps you chasing the next product, the next upgrade, or the next trend. This endless search is what keeps the cycle of spending alive. The first step to breaking the cycle of advertising influence is awareness. When you understand how ads shape your desires and habits, you can start to make more conscious choices. It's not about avoiding ads completely, but about seeing them for what they are. With awareness comes the power to choose. You can pause before making a purchase, ask yourself if you really need something, and resist the urge to buy out of habit or emotion. Intentional choices put you back in control of your spending. Mindfulness is a powerful tool against advertising's influence. By paying attention to your thoughts and feelings, you can spot when you're being influenced and make more thoughtful decisions. Mindfulness helps you break free from automatic spending. Replacing old spending habits with new, healthier ones takes time and effort. Start small, set limits, track your purchases, and celebrate when you make intentional choices. Over time, these new habits become your default. Success doesn't have to mean owning the latest products or keeping up with trends. Redefine what success means to you, focus on experiences, relationships, and personal growth. This shift in mindset can help you resist advertising's pull. True happiness isn't found in things you buy, it comes from meaningful connections, fulfilling experiences, and a sense of purpose. When you focus on these sources of happiness, advertising loses much of its power over you. Recognizing how advertising manipulates your spending is the first step toward real freedom. With awareness, you can make choices that reflect your true values, not just the messages you've absorbed. It's a journey, but every step brings you closer to genuine control. The influence of advertising is everywhere, but it doesn't have to control you. By understanding how ads shape your desires and spending, you can break the illusion and make choices that are truly your own. Real choice begins with awareness, and that's where your power lies.